Guys, welcome back to my channel, and Eid Mubarak to Muslim brothers and sisters on AUD USD. So as usual, I started from the daily time frame. This trade was I dropped it on Thursday. Yeah, I dropped it on Thursday on WhatsApp group USD. As usual, I started from the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I saw a rejection from a left OCL. Yeah, from this particular OCL here. So I saw a rejection from here. I saw this candle rejecting this OCL here. And then I went down to the 4 hours time frame to look for my breakout. Now you will notice that price has been bearish, on the daily time frame where the break of structure. Yeah, can you see? Price has been going bearish down here. We had the break here. So price has been trying to, to come downward to this weekly level here. Because I'm expecting price to come to this weekly level here before I'll start looking for a buy. So price was rejecting from that left OCL time frame to look for my breakout. And then on the 4 hours time frame, I had my breakout here on the 4 hours time frame. This was my breakout on the 4 hours time frame. From that rejection. This was the rejection. This was the rejection. And then I had my breakout here. Let me show you. That particular rejection, this was it. And then on the 4 hours time frame, I had my breakout here. So after my breakout, as usual, I marked my liquidity, which is here. So I marked this place as my liquidity and the apex, and then price came back to the what, to the apex, and then it peaked from there. Now this particular trade, it gave re-entry, but I couldn't catch the re-entry. I saw it late, so I saw it late. But let me just walk you through how the re-entry went on. So the re-entry was on the 4 hours time frame. Now after price peaked the 4 hours key level, the storyline we started from the daily time frame, price started another storyline from this 4 hours time frame also. It started the draw. So let me walk you through how I got this. The 4 hours re-entry came about. Now price was rejecting from this 4 hours apex, right? So starting from the 4 hours time frame. Now if 4 hours is rejecting 4 hours, if you are picking your key level from the 4 hours time frame, as usual, you go to 1 hour's time frame to look for your breakout, right? And then your apex entry. So let's start the re-entry from this 4 hours apex now. So price gave a rejection from here, right? From this 4 hours apex. Then you go to 1 hour's time frame. I saw this late, and it's a nice trade. You go to 1 hour's time frame to look for what? For your breakout. So on the 1 hour's time frame, we had our breakout here, right? This is where we had our breakout on the 1 hour's time frame. And then this is our apex on the 1 hour's time frame. Let me use this trend line. This is our apex. Sorry. So we had an apex on the 1 hour's time frame like this. This was the apex on the 1 hour's time frame. And then we had the liquidity. Can you see? We had the liquidity resting very close to our point of interest. Can you see? And then that's our what? That's the second entry for this AUD. I was pained because I saw it late, and it was a very good trade, very clear. So that was how we got. You'll have gotten another re-entry on this AUD. In fact, it has given 11 RR already, and it will still go down. Yeah, it will still go down. So that's the second re-entry on what, on AUD USD. So the one from the daily time frame was coming from, the rejection was coming from an OCL on the daily time frame. The rejections was coming from OCL on the daily time frame, and then we go to the 4 hours time frame for our breakout. And then on the 4 hours time frame, we had a breakout here, right? Then after our breakout, then the apex entry in our liquidity, we marked it, and then price came to the what? To the apex entry and what? And tapped. And then immediately price tab, it gave what? Another re-entry for us on the 4 hours time frame. We started another storyline from this 4 hours time frame rejection that, okay, 4 hours rejecting 4 hours now. Then we go down to 1 hour's time frame to look for our breakout. Now after going to the 1 hour's time frame, we had our breakout here on the 1 hour's time frame also. Can you see? And then we had our apex entry, and then we had our liquidity, and then price tapped our apex, and then it's moved from there. So same thing over and over again, same thing over and over again. So just study your chart and back test, and you will get to know more and even discover more. So if you want to know more about this strategy, you can just give me a DM on my WhatsApp number that will be displayed on the screen. So thank you very much. See you on the next video.